Good morning, all of you. Let us continue our chapter latitude and longitude. Yesterday we have seen about the latitude, now we will discuss about the longitude. The lines which are long is known as a longitude. Now, if you see the shape of the earth, because the latitude was made horizontally, so the total 180 latitudes were there. But if you see the longitude, when we draw a longitude at the poles, all the longitude merge at the pole. Because when they merge at the pole, we cannot make it as a full circle, whole circle. The longitude lines does not make whole circle because it is not possible. At the pole side, all the longitudes merges at one point. In the case of latitude, it doesn't occur because of the shape, but in the longitude, all the longitude lines merge at the place. So, the longitude lines are not a circle, it is a semicircle line. The center of the earth, now, equator we have drawn the center part, but the longitude we don't have any central point as it. So, with the international agreement, the line which is passing through the Greenwich, London, because the observatory system was there in the London, so the international agreement, the line which is passing through London Greenwich is taken as a first meridian or the first longitude line. So it is, the value was given 0 degree and known as a prime meridian. It runs from the Greenwich, London. Now rest this line, as I told you, longitude lines are the semicircle line. Total 180 longitude lines are in the eastern side and total 180 degree latitude longitudes are in the western side. Now just after the 0 degree, just after the 0 degree, opposite side of a longitude is known as a 180 degree. So this is 0 degree and one opposite longitude 180 makes a complete circle, and this is how the 179 latitudes are in the eastern side and 179 is longitude is in the western side. 0 degree and 180 longitude does not be marked as a east or west because they are the reference line. So the 0 degree and 180 degree longitude line makes a complete, does not make a complete circle, but it divides the earth into eastern zone and the western hemisphere. This longitude lines are very good. We calculate a time with the help of longitude. Afterwards we'll see that how it was done. The midday consider exactly when the sun shines on the overhead on that particular longitude was taken as a midday of that longitude. This longitude lines having a time difference. Having a time difference. The having a time difference means the sun was straight on this longitude. The rays are sun on this longitude, so it having a 12 o'clock. Okay. Now earth was moving, then when it was sun straight on this longitude, it takes 4 minutes. So we can say the difference between the time difference between the two longitudes is of 4 minutes. Because of that only, you know, the time difference is there. The India GMT and IST, you know, if there is a difference between the 5.5 degree, it is because of that only. The longitude lines, the difference between the two longitude is always a 4 minute. Now the great circle and the small circle. The great circle and the small circle. The great circle, as I told you, the equator, the places lies on the equator having a great circle and the polar region having the small circle. Now you can understand this is a great circle and the polar region having the small circle. When the people move from one place to another place, it was a maximum distance. So what the people on the polar region, they does not go to this direction. In place of that, if the person have to move from this place to another place, in place of this direction, it goes to like that. So crossing two poles, when it moves, it takes a shorter distance known as a small circle. So that is the importance of the longitude while the traveling for the navigation and for the navigation. Calculation of longitude and time. As I told you, the time difference between the two longitude is of 4 minutes. So the total, so many longitudes are there in the world. So always a time difference is there. Throughout the world, if you see, the time difference is there. The same time is not adopted everywhere in the world. The time difference of India is totally different from the Pakistan, from the Afghanistan, from the Bangladesh. It is because the different country adopted a different longitude, and according to the longitude they have a different time zones. The sun rises in the east and sets in the west, so there vast difference are there. The India we having a day here, naturally the other side or opposite side of earth having a night. So the time difference is always there in the world. Now GMT, the time which is taken of the Greenwich 0 degree, that is known as the Greenwich time. Greenwich time, GMT, that was a reference time for all over the world. The GMT time is always, if you see the railway station, airport, when you move, you always see the time walk clock was there. The GMT also mentioned, and the time of that particular country is also mentioned. It is only because the time difference is there. The time of the one country is totally different from the time of the other country. So Greenwich Mean Time was there, and the Indian Standard Time, Indian IST, the Indian Standard Time, the time which is taken of the India is IST. The 82.5 degree east longitude which passes through India from the Allahabad is the standard meridian of India. Whatever the time of the on the 82.5 degree, it is accepted by the whole country, and that time is only taken by the whole country for the conveyance. The uh, local time with the help of longitude. How to calculate this time? We will see one by we will see that also. The local time and the standard time. Now the standard time, as I told you, 82.5 degree east longitude of India is taken as the standard meridian, and the time of that longitude is taken in the whole country. Now this there is a several latitude passes in the India. The time of the eastern and the time of the west is totally different. Many longitudes were there, but for the convenience of the people, for the no country wanted the two date or the two time in the same date, so the time is taken. Whole country have taken a one time, 82.5 east degree longitude, whatever the time is there. Though this line does not run is from the central part of India, is just slightly towards the east, but then also because it is easily divisible by 7, so it was taken to it will be easier to calculate the time, so it was taken a standard meridian of a time. Now this latitude is very important for the calculating of a time. Like with the help of a latitude lines we calculate the temperature. The longitude line is very important, very helpful for the calculating of a time. How we calculate the time with the help of latitude, that we will do in the next session. Thank you.